Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Donberry Don, bringing you a narrated Pokemon Black and White battle. It's gonna be rotations. First, it's a Japanese trainer. I opted to not speed it up at all, because otherwise the narration would be too slow, too quick in my opinion. The Japanese guy leads off with Excadrill, Unfazant, and Zepstrika, while I lead off with Politoed, Drizzletoad actually, Bishop, and Golok. In the first turn I just decided to go with the Protect on Politoed. That's what I usually do, just to scout what he's gonna do. And I did a nice prediction because the Zepstrika wanted to go for the Thunder. And I did not predict this, so I just went for the Golurk, predicting another Thunder and go for the Rock Polish, but the Unfazant rotates in and goes for a U-turn and goes into the fourth Pokemon, which is Darmanitan. Yeah, Darmanitan. So I go for the Rock Polish, which puts my Golurk at a very nice high speed. Nothing on this team can outspeed me now unless it has priority. And I just go for the save Earthquake, but I did not predict the Unfazant coming back in. So Earthquake obviously does nothing. Here I go for the Stone Edge, predicting Unfazant to stay in, but once again my prediction skills fail, and he switches an Excadrill, which goes for the Shadow Claw. Luckily for me, Golurk is rather bulky, so I don't die, which is very good. So now he rotates to his Zepstrika while I rotate to my Bishop, wanting to save my Golurk for one last move because it has a Live Orb. Zepstrika goes for the Overheat, but it does nothing to my Bishop. My Bishop has a bulky spread to 25 HP to 25 special defense. And I go for the Guillotine, but it misses. And yes, I use Guillotine just for fun, guys. Not because it's whatever, I just use it for fun. Excadrill goes for the Drill Dozer, or whatever the fuck that move is, and kills my Bishop, sadly. And now in comes the MVP of the match, Toxicroak. I rotate back to Politoed, predicting the Unfazant to come in. But the Unfazant goes for Fly, actually, which is rather weird. Because I wouldn't expect somebody using Fly in this kind of situation. But he hits the Fly because I want to get my Toxic off on it. And I do. I was fearing... after that I was fearing a rotation to Excadrill. But I do think the Unfazant goes for the Fly again. Let's see if I'm correct after all these, you know, end of the turn shit. Actually, I go for Nasty Plot with Toxicroak, giving me a comfortable +2 special attack. While Unfazant actually goes for the Fly again, which is very good, because that means I just got a free boost. And now I just rotate back to Politoed and go for the Protect, which makes Fly useless. Very good. And here I was predicting, should I rotate back to Toxicroak, go for another Nasty Plot, but nah, I just go for the Scald. Just to be safe, you know, you never know what might happen. And he actually goes for the U-turn, which is very good for me. Because now I get to one-hit KO the Darmanitan with Scald in the rain, and that does a crap ton of damage. Darmanitan had no chance of survival. Also notice that 3 of his 4 guys are weak to Earth, Ground, whatever you want to call it. It's not very good team building. I am fairly honest. It's a good team, but just having your 4 of your guys being weak to ground isn't good. So now he rotates to Zepstrika, goes for the Thunderbolt, but because of the Overheat, it won't kill my Politoed, which is very good. I do get paralyzed, however, which is very bad. Go for the Scald, which should do a hefty chunk. I don't really remember. Yeah, it does more than half, which is good. And I will probably put in some different music because the low HP music is driving me nuts. So now I go to my Toxicroak, go for the Vacuum Wave, because it's safe and it hits everything for a nice chunk. And he actually switches in Excadrill, which means I get a free kill, because Vacuum Wave, +2 Vacuum Wave is sure to KO it. And now I just go for the Vacuum Wave again. And I think he made a misclick here. I think he wants to go for the Fly instead of the U-turn, because a U-turn is really far from enough to kill my Toxicroak. Dry Skin Recovery, and I made a misclick here, but the opponent actually runs here, forfeits the match. Which is too bad, but I guess it can't be helped. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this battle. I might make more in the future. Goodbye for now, and I hope you've enjoyed. Bye bye.